So he was like, I got your name tattooed on my butt. And I was like, there is no way. Let me see. And, like, it said your name. And I was like, I hate you. I hate you for making me need to look at your butt to make sure my name was not there. I hate you for that.
And then in reality,
so
he's been over just jerking off like, yeah, look at my ass. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. That's the worst.
I feel dirty after saying that.
You should.
Look at my ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone who masturbates and makes that sound, kill yourself.
God, stop doing that!
If you have some incessant need of, like, I'm gonna end my life when I'm done.
I swear to God, if you say that again, I'm gonna jack you straight in your jaw. I hate that
but
noise.
not jack you off.
Yeah, because you'd probably make that noise. High five interrupted.
But we know.
Oh.
Have you ever been listening to a video that was just audio and like they do that thing where they're super far away, like they're walking away, like I'm done with this, I'm done.
Yeah.
I fucking love that, and it's in so much shit. It's not even clever anymore, but it just gets me every time.
It's
I'm like,
funny. Yeah.
Every time I'm just like, oh, that's a pie to the face right there. There's an audio pie to the face. How does a cat have a heart attack?
He had a heart attack. That's what the vet said, that it's very rare, and that it actually doesn't have anything to do with his weight. Even though he's overweight, it might be the stress of the diabetes on his heart. But like
your cat's diabetic too?
Yeah. He has to have 2 shots a day. His face went white. He's gray. His face went white. His whiskers went white. He was sweating. He couldn't drink. His legs were collapsing underneath him. And you know how, like, when animals know they're going to die, they try to hide? He was trying to hide everywhere in my mom's house. He was trying to get in cabinets and stuff. And finally she cleaned out a little cubby hole underneath her entertainment center for him to lay. And she finally got him to the vet, even though it was after hours. And the vet was like, I think he's had a heart attack, but he seems to be doing fine now. And he was like, we could do a full workup, but it'll cost you a whole bunch of money, and there's nothing we can do. So, and he's fine now. Like, it's
okay. So, the moral of everything you're telling me is that I am the worst pet owner ever. Because I could never give... I can never have an animal with diabetes or anything like that. Like, if I had to give a dog shots and shit, no.
They told Mom, and he comes now, like, my mom will go to the cabinet where she gets out the syringe and she gets the insulin out, and he'll come sit down next to her and wait for his shot, and then he gets a treat, and then he goes and eats a little bit of breakfast, and then a couple hours later he will come back and eat again. It's like he's got a schedule so that he can keep his blood sugar maintained. She has to check his blood sugar twice a month, and he gets 2 shots a day. It's insane. And I was like,
your cat has a better health regimen than I do.
Hi folks, welcome to the Potato Miner Podcast. I'm Quantum.
I'm Sunshine.
And I'm ThirdxTrick. So we were just talking about Bubba taking... I gotta not do that. Why did I do that? I was just lecturing you guys. We were just talking about Bubba taking injections for his diabetes. And that brings me to what I want to talk about, and that is beyond irrational fears. Something that you're scared of that you probably shouldn't be afraid of. Like, you understand nothing's wrong, but you're still afraid. And for me, that's taking shots of medication. Now, I can get piercings, tattoos, no problem. But if I know that I'm about to get a tuberculosis shot, oh, fuck.
Do they still give tuberculosis shots?
Yeah, where I work. because
wow.
I was surprised too. I didn't know that was a thing. I was like, we've traveled back to the Wild West.
that's TB, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know that they were doing pneumonia shots again until like 2 years ago. They were like, do you want a flu or pneumonia vaccine? I was like, what? That's a thing? I don't want that. No?
Yeah, some people don't want it, so they inject you with it. I'm not like anti-vaccination.
Yeah.
It just, like, it's super counterintuitive. Inject yourself with the virus. This is like a version of the virus. It's not as bad. You're like sick for a day, but then you don't get the bad virus.
Right, unless you get polio from the vaccine when you're 2 years old. That shit happened to me.
You got polio?
Yeah.
Don't they have a polio vaccine?
Yes, I got it from the vaccine. There was a live strand in the vaccine, and they said like 1 in 100,000 children will get it.
Oh my
and
god.
I got it.
We are affirming anti-vaxxers everywhere.
No, vaccinate your kids. Like, vaccinate.
No, you can't do that.
What about autism? Shut up. So, yeah, I got a TB shot right here.
Oh.
You can't fucking see anything.
I know, but why would they do it there? Like,
'Cause
why
you-
not?
I don't know. Well, you can't look at my arm though. See, my pores like stick out
Huh.
because I have rosacea. So like, my skin is fucked.
I couldn't imagine getting a shot in my forearm. Like,
But it's like one of those little needles. I mean, like an insulin needle.
yeah, I know, but I've never been like, let me give myself my insulin right here.
Well, okay, so TB shots aren't meant to go directly in. They're only supposed to go like somewhere in between the second and third layer of skin, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's where tuberculosis is, or
Yeah.
something?
Which tuberculosis is in your lungs, but you know.
I'm just,
They're not going to inject my lungs.
I got nothing. I am completely ignorant on this subject.
Yeah, I don't fully understand it either, but it's because of where I work.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be a TB clinic.
Okay.
Plus, anytime you work in the health field, you have to, like a residential health field, you have to get TB shots because there is a possibility that someone can come in with TB.
And there has been like some cases cropping up in, you know, neighboring states and in our state as well of tuberculosis at like high schools and stuff, just randomly.
So, I was pumping myself up for the shot, like, because I'm not scared of a lot. I'm not scared of the dark. I'll go, you've seen, you know, the building is terrifying, and I'll go in there into, like, the third basement. Yeah, there's one basement where, like, the case managers are, then there's a basement under that for storage, and then there's a basement under that where they used to keep dead bodies. Because it used to,
Yeah.
like, it was a hospital.
Yeah, like a sanitarium or whatever.
Yeah. So in the winter, they would keep bodies down there. I can go down there no problem. I can go up in the attic no problem. But I ate a bunch beforehand. I was pumping myself up like, I'm gonna get this fucking shot. Ugh. And then I sat down and I was shaking and the needle punctured the skin
Did you cry?
and I passed out. But like not that like, ugh, like I didn't fall into anyone's arms.
You didn't swoon.
There wasn't like one of those half couches for me to land onto.
A fainting couch.
Yeah, a fainting couch.
My
It's
mom has
paying
one
for
of those.
itself. That's a Cleveland show reference, I believe. I pass out and I woke up like immediately because I felt the needle move
Yeah.
in my arm, and I was like, ah! I might have made that noise. So I wake up and the nurse is like, see, that wasn't so bad. And I was like, yeah, you didn't notice me pass out.
You're an excellent nurse. 4 stars today.
Good bedside manner.
To be fair, she's probably given like 1,000 of those shots that day.
Yeah, well, no, because it's third shift. I was
You're just the
the
only one.
only one who
She's
came
just a
in.
shitty nurse.
Maybe she was tired. Maybe she was like, listen.
Well, okay.
It was the end of her
Okay.
shift.
So-
I'm trying to give this woman the benefit of the doubt.
All right, fine. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. So I'm in this computer chair, and I've got my arm up on this counter, and I'm really just trying to hide myself as much as possible. I got a movie playing on my phone, and I'm really setting the scene, but no one can see it except for us. So she's behind me with my arm, doing fuck all, and as soon as that needle hit, my hand went limp, but the phone stayed in my hand. And as soon as I think she adjusted herself to hit was it plunger? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, like...
to inject the medicine, and then I woke up. So it couldn't have been more than 2 seconds that I blacked out.
Sure.
But she didn't know.
Well, maybe it's just because you were turned away from her.
That's what I'm hoping. I mean, I don't care that she didn't notice. I'm actually glad, because that's not ridicule I need at work. The first time one of the residents finds out I passed out getting a shot, they're gonna destroy me.
Yeah.
Which they can't listen to this shit, so it doesn't matter. I can tell the rest of the 6 people who might listen. So, what do you guys have as far as beyond irrational fears?
Well, Quantum is afraid of needles.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where if he gets an IV in his gigantic veins, he lays there, typically because he's had a migraine, so they give him pain medicine, and he's like, I can feel it in my vein.
I can fucking feel it.
It's swimming around in my vein. It's in there.
I don't care.
And, like,
he's
he's
because
crying about
you're
it.
dead inside. I can feel that shit in my body.
Like, his mother told me that when he was 15 years old, she had to pick him up kicking and screaming and take him into the hospital to have his blood drawn.
Well, that's true.
How small were you, or how strong was your mom?
Like, I don't know. I don't even understand. Maybe I was just in a panic state, or maybe my mom is secretly a superhero. I'm unsure. Because there's no way that she should have been able to do that, but
Mom
somehow.
strength.
Yeah, like all that retard strong mom energy came in. For your health!
Like, instead of being able to lift her car off of you,
Yeah.
She lifted you off a car.
That's no lie. That's the truth.
I want to see it. Like, I wish there was a video.
Go back in time.
Yeah.
Just to watch that one.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you
I'm
hear,
trying to see if
handled like a
Jesus was
fucking
around.
sack of potatoes.
all of a sudden in your memory, you hear like 2 people in the background laughing their asses off.
Yeah.
Quantum looks over and sees, I'm gonna love that woman.
Also, snakes.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
and
afraid of snakes.
snakes are okay to a point, but when you're afraid and you scream like a lady girl when your wife rolls up a piece of Play-Doh and throws it at you.
Okay, so this is, I think, the beyond irrational fear
Yeah.
we need to talk about. And I need you to stop calling him out, because now I need him to explain it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, where are your irrational fears?
I don't have any. All of my fears are perfectly rational.
Fucking put me on blast.
Name one irrational fear. Name one.
You're afraid of spiders.
Spiders are awful, and they can crawl in your ears and your mouth. And...
Alright, so now we've got her beyond irrational fear. But I want to know about your snake thing, because that seems way more interesting than just needles in general.
That's not particularly. I'm afraid of snakes.
Well,
That's it.
she just said she rolled Play-Doh up?
I did.
She exaggerates everything.
No, I swear to you, we were sitting in the living room. I rolled up a piece of Play-Doh and I was like, and threw it at him, and he screamed like a lady girl.
Well, I mean,
Rebuttal. Come on.
to be
Rebut
fair,
it.
I wasn't fucking paying attention to what you were doing. And this shit came out of nowhere. And there was noise that you don't usually make. I was kind of out of it, probably spacing.
If you go near him
As
with a
I want
plastic
to do.
snake from like a toy store, he freaks out.
I am uneasy. I don't know that I would say that I freak out.
He refuses to walk
Listen,
through
the
the
defensiveness here is getting pretty real.
He refuses to walk through the reptile rooms at zoos.
That's a goddamn fact. Fuck that. I don't care.
There was no refuting that one. He was straight up with that. So, I mean, what's the beyond irrational thing? Because I mean, you're pointing out the Plano thing. I think kind of gets us there, but I'm hoping for something. I just want you guys to like dig deep. Tell me something you know you shouldn't be afraid of.
Clowns.
Yeah.
I figured that was going to be your answer.
I shouldn't be afraid of clowns, but I am terrified. I am not scared of Pennywise.
So that makes it beyond irrational.
I am not
Yeah, it's
scared
just
of
weird.
Pennywise. Pennywise, I can't be afraid of because Pennywise is just Tim Curry, and Tim Curry was Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
He would deny that if you met him in person. I'm positive.
He's in the remake of Rocky Horror.
Wait, no. It's not Rocky Horror. It's that shitty movie where he was the devil with Tom Cruise.
I didn't see that.
That's the one he denies. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but he played the devil.
Oh, fucking Labyrinth.
No, that's...
David Bowie.
No, that's not David Bowie. That's...
No, David Bowie's in the Labyrinth.
No, not Labyrinth. Legend.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, he denies being that, and I think Tom Cruise does too. I don't know why. Tom Cruise wasn't as center-toothed and douchebaggy back then.
But I had a clown doll when I was a kid. And
Was it the one from Poltergeist?
I don't know, but it laughed. And it had the most horrible laugh. And we went to church, and my mom donated it. And the preacher held it up to show the congregation that it was for being donated or whatever. And he made it laugh, and I freaked out. And Mimi had to take me out of the sanctuary. I was just done. I will skirt clowns to every end possible. I go to the fair and the clowns are walking around and I'm like, nope.
Okay.
I'm getting better though at horror stuff at Halloween. Of course, the last time I went through it with a 7 foot tall, 350 pound man.
Tablet. Okay, so what if you met the Insane Clown Posse?
Wait, I'm not afraid. You can't be afraid of them.
But they're insane, and they're a posse.
Different kind of a clown, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm afraid of circus clowns, Tim.
Well,
Thurman? Whatever the hell your name is. I'm afraid of those kind of clowns.
okay, Jamie.
I don't care.
Gotcha.
Anybody who's listening to this that knows me knows who I am, so cheers.
Goddamn.
Now all the mystery is gone.
No one will want to listen.
Let's just quit. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm leaving.
He's doing the thing.
Fine, bye. Fuck you.
He's doing the thing. I might laugh at that later.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. It's always funny to me.
It's probably gonna get cut out, honestly.
It's honestly out there with seeing someone get hit in the nuts with a football. It's something I'll always laugh at. So you're not afraid of Pennywise. You're not afraid of the Insane Clown Posse, even though they're insane and they run in a posse.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of a third instance of clown. Can't.
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Just.
Oh, what about that opera singer?
Opera singer.
Yeah, the one on. It's a YouTube reference. There's this opera singing clown.
No.
And he's a sad clown.
Oh, yes, he did a thing with that Scott Bradley orchestra.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it freaked me out.
Okay, so
me out.
he scares you too. Gotcha.
I watched this episode of Paranormal Witness or something, and it was about Sad Sam the clown who hid in a closet and then killed himself in front of a kid after a party, and I was like, oh my god.
So it's gotta be circus dress clowns.
Yeah. I had a hard time with the clown in American Horror Story Freak Show. I had a hard time. Like, I actually was terrified every time he came on the screen.
Making it truly a horror
Yes.
story.
Like,
American.
just blah, 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 blah. Every time anybody's like, let's go take the kids to the circus or something. No.
So I want Quantum. I really want Quantum to bring one up of his own volition. Like, I want you to just be like, can't touch cotton or something like that.
Cotton.
Wow.
That's a real thing. I mean,
Well, because I mean, like, while the fear of needles and snakes are irrational, like, I'm still capable of dealing with those things if I absolutely have to, right? Like, I'll still get a shot, I'll still get an IV if I need one. I'll complain about it a lot, but I mean, I'll still do it. And like, we went to the museum. We went to that museum. They have snakes downstairs, and Kai was afraid of snakes.
They had won a thing where they were allowed to touch the snake. So, like, Kai's standing there freaking out, and Rennie's standing there, and he's like, I will touch it. You know, like,
So, like, I couldn't touch it myself. Like, I couldn't bring myself to go that far with it, but, like, I brought myself into the room, and I stood next to it, and I tried to convince him that there was nothing to be afraid of, because I don't want him to end up as neurotic as I am, So, but, like, if I have to deal with those things, I will. So I don't know how irrational that is. Like, I don't know how far that goes.
well, obviously, I can get shots if I need to, but it's still, I mean, that fear is still there. I mean, I don't pass out for anything, but when a needle punctures my skin and injects medication.
Yeah, I don't legitimately remember the last time I passed out. I don't.
you were at the top of the stairs, and you passed out, and you fell down, and you hit the middle part of the stairs, and then you bounced and hit the bottom of the stairs, and I couldn't get you to wake up, and I called 911, and they didn't believe me that you had bounced down the stairs.
Yeah, I hit that laundry basket.
Yeah. It was crazy. And he comes home with like a sprained ankle, and I was like,
that was
seriously?
all the way down the fucking stairs.
I tripped over
Yeah,
a
little
box
bump.
of Cheez-Its once and broke my toes.
There's something about the shape of your apartment that
It's
just
wrong.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, you can't quantify the spaces of any room. It
Yeah.
just doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Like, that's why it's like really difficult to like position like furniture and stuff too. And like we have baseboard heaters, so that makes it even more difficult because you're like, well, I want to push the couch back, but like if I push the couch back,
I want the
I'm gonna-
warm.
I'm gonna catch the house on fire, you know.
That'll keep you warm.
Yeah, for a little while.
So,
And then dead.
I
And then
think
you won't care.
on a more abstract level, I think I'm afraid of
The crowd pauses in anticipation.
no, I had it in my head and then it just kind of
Floopity floop floop.
I think it's gone.
That comes with old age, everyone.
Shut up.
Maybe you need to start pulling your ponytail tighter. Just to really engage the mind.
Yeah.
Fail! Fail! That's damn.
I'm gonna,
You can't close your nose because then your voice sounds weird.
I don't want to risk snorting again.
And then we'll all talk like this.
I can't help it. It happens.
I'm positive I can sound like one of the Lollipop Guild.
Jesus.
Are you having a stroke?
I hate you both.
I can make my voice pretty fucking throaty.
I wonder.
No. Perfect setup. I never expected it. Oh, fucking fantastic.
Remember when I loved you? I don't.
Epic farm, remember?
That's the best.
So when I did the nose thing, I felt like I talked like the guy who did the theme song from Rolly Poly Oly.
That's forever since I watched it.
Jesus.
And in the land of girls and girls, the swellest get around. Howdy, howdy, hooray, hooray!
Wow. So good.
Please don't do that again.
Oh. I'm positive the only voice I can't do is Joe from Family Guy.
I don't know. Just the Peter part. You got that down.
Hey, Peter. I don't know, that was rough.
Hold the lever, Kronk.
Not that lever! Yeah. It goes deep.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a more abstract level, I think the thing that I would be most irrationally afraid of right now, because I started thinking about trying to do this podcast, and before that, YouTube and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I was going to do Let's Plays and other types of gaming videos.
I think we talked about this.
Yeah. I just developed out of nowhere this irrational fear of like too harsh criticism and sort of a kind of a fear of failure, but also like failure in the eyes of others, in the eyes of the audience, which is weird for me because I have never given a shit what other people think, right? Like and in fact, when I was a teenager, it was a point of rebellious pride to not give a fuck. Now, obviously, as I grew up and matured, I realized that other people, they matter. So I started paying more attention to them, and I started, getting more feedback from them, and it's still like. Even into my late adulthood, it's still never made me care overly much. Like, I care about things that were constructive, things that helped me grow as a person. But I would never, I would take just sheer negativity with a grain of salt, like you're supposed to. And then, for some reason, it's like when I started considering trying to legitimatately do YouTube, not just make some fun videos, but actually have a run at becoming a real live Let's Player, that fear just, sprung up in me. And now, I seem to care overly much what other people think of me, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna say the wrong thing and set 10,000 people after me, so that's
like that Nicole Arbor girl with her Dear Fat People video and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hers was intentional, but you're talking about doing it non-intentionally,
right?
Or unintentionally.
I mean, there's some real fucking horror stories. I read about one girl who actually got, somebody sent a fucking picture of her house to her. I can't imagine anything more threatening.
That's from that YouTube documentary, isn't it? That's where
I've included it, yeah. Because she's fairly popular. She's come back. She's doing YouTube again. She obviously didn't let that fear stop her. And she has a large community of really great people who support her. And that's great. It's still going to be fucking terrifying.
Absolutely. I'm really upset because I don't want to make fun of your Beyond Irrational Fear. Because I'm scared of it too.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are wieners.
But it kind of deserves to be made fun of because, like, you know, I don't really want to live in a world where I'm too afraid to say anything for fear of setting somebody off. I mean, the reality of the situation is that you cannot please everyone.
Yeah.
It's just not possible. You can't even please most people. You know, you're gonna waffle. People are gonna waffle on their opinions on you, and they have 5 fucking seconds of contact with you. It's not like they know who you are. So it is kind of a ridiculous fear to have. But by the same token, it's also very real.
Now we're getting into self-realization with our fears. We're not psychologists.
No.
We just play one on TV.
Oh. Now you're making references I don't quite understand. But I understand. Okay, I don't have anything else for the subject, so... What's next? I don't want to do one serious subject, but I'm starting to think maybe we should go into just some conversation, possibly about pop culture.
Pop-up videos.
We need an intro for when we segue from anything serious to when we just
No, for
bullshit.
something completely different. Yeah.
And now for some bullshit.
So you...
Something with the Bentley Hill tune behind it.
Yakety sex.
Like every time I play something or he plays something and that is playing, like he will laugh hysterically for like 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. Like he'll come out of the woodwork. I wouldn't even think he's in the house, and I'll push play and he'll be like, "Meh."
Why did you just turn him into like a 40s reporter? That's good. I'll call that one into the editor.
Make sure you get a picture of that, dame.
God. So you don't want to wrap up any thoughts of the fears? Like,
Okay, so I mentioned that it's what I call beyond irrational fears. Any fear essentially is irrational because you should be able to overcome it. You should be able to realize that the thing you're afraid of actually is not able to harm you unless you allow it. Spiders, snakes, clowns, generally speaking, are docile. They don't want to hurt you. Clowns are obnoxious, but they don't, unless it's John Gacy, they don't want to hurt you. The Insane Clown Posse just want to make money and fuck fat bitches with cars that have trunks full of Fago.
the hate is real.
Whoop whoop! That's their call to arms, by the way. Watch any YouTube documentary on the Insane Clown Posse. Like, anything where they go to the gathering of the Juggalos and, like, all these people are just in the background going... Whoop whoop! And I made a realization once that it's like their battle cry of Mordor. You know when they blow through that big horn, it's like
The fucking Ricola horn.
like Juggalos are just running around letting go, no, it's time for battle. Okay. God damn it. So, however irrational they are, we're afraid of them for some reason, and I'm probably not going to get over my fear of being injected with medication. Number one, because there is a danger in any medication you receive. Same way you are apparently the fucking last person on Earth who got polio.
Yeah.
Like that, I think, justifies my fear. So I'm going to look for any justification I have to make sure that I don't feel insane for fearing it. The same way, you'll probably look for videos where people are bitten by snakes and justify your fear of snakes, or that, you know, you might see a clown be creepy in some video and you're just like, that justifies me. So,
Or I'll see that, what was it we had in the house that time? A brown recluse?
Mm-hmm.
We had a brown recluse in the house, and I was like, oh God, no! And he's trying to catch it live in a cup, because he's like, I don't know if we kill it, if the poison will spread. And
No,
like,
like, gas shoots up from the spider
That
and
is
the
not
little
what I fucking
skull
said
and
at all.
bones.
Why do you always make me sound like a fucking moron? That is not what I
this thing
said.
is like jumping
This
around
thing
on the
was super
Nintendo.
fucking fast.
Yeah,
Like the fastest thing I've
It's
ever
like
seen
jumping
move.
around on the Nintendo, and he's trying to like corral
I
it.
wrapped my
into-
fucking arm up in a towel because I'm not getting bitten by a fucking brown recluse. That's insane.
He catches
I
it,
try to catch it because I don't want to fucking piss it off.
and then
I don't want it to come back while I'm sleeping and sneak into the house.
Spiders don't keep vendettas. Now you do sound like a moron.
he took
I'm
it
gonna fucking cut my
outside.
throat in my sleep.
He took
You
it
don't
outside
understand.
and let it go.
Fuck yeah, I did.
As if you did it any like you just threw it out, it'll come back in with a knife. It's like, I told you, Essay.
Yeah.
You don't just kick me out
Don't tempt fate. Don't tempt fate.
with a tiny spider knife,
Fuck handle it.
like 6 of them.
His little fucking
You gotta keep in mind though, like
And
it
it's
was
got
a brown
bandana.
recluse.
Yeah, it was a brown
So-
recluse.
So like she's clearly out of her fucking mind.
Yeah,
and
like-
hallucinating half the encounter anyway.
I was not.
I'm sure fucking in her mind there was a Ricola horn.
It was like this big. The spider was like
The fucking
the size of
army
a
of
dinner
spiders.
plate.
Except it was really tiny, so it's like, so
Fuck.
you probably use that to justify your fear of spiders in some way, some sort. Obviously, he does.
Yeah, like it got in. It got in.
I'm actually not all that afraid of spiders.
Well, whatever.
I like it. That's
So, but in reality, architects will tell you that you're never more than, 6 feet away from a spider?
Oh, I hope you die in your sleep tonight.
Even before you knew that, it was true, and it
But now I know it. So
shouldn't bother you after you know it because you've lived this long without that being a problem.
But now I know. Now I know.
So, I mean, some amount of fear is healthy. I mean, obviously, we have fear response for a reason, survival instinct.
Yeah, fight or flight.
That way you
Keep
know.
us safe.
You can go, oh look, that's just a little jumping spider. He'll go away if I leave him be. Oh god, that's a brown recluse. Time to burn the house
You don't need
down.
to cause yourself
You know?
undue stress.
Like,
So, yes, I know that my fear of being injected with medication is really beyond irrational. Because it's not a fear of needles, it's not a fear of medicine. I'll take Tylenol, I'll take any pill you give me, and I'll trust whoever gave it to me.
Don't say that.
being a straight edge, that's probably a really bad idea.
Tim got roofied, and they fucked him up.
Not around here, you'd get floored.
Yeah.
God.
Movie references. Yes.
No, I'm not gonna do it again. My arm hurts.
Yeah, you hit pretty well. It's very
Sick.
precise.
I'm so strong.
I know. I know that it's very irrational. I just don't think I'll get over it.
So you're just gonna accept that you have the fear, and then
Move on.
just,
Live with
just
it as best you
justify
can.
the fuck out of it, rationalize it. It's fine.
No, like I can rationalize myself, and I know that the odds of a medication error when I get a fucking TB shot are slim, and I'm not gonna get tuberculosis from it because, fuck, I don't even think they synthesize that from tuberculosis anymore. Like they just got
No.
that fucking formula. It's like, all right, it's like sodium and this shit, and they inject you, but like. You don't know.
Maybe that nurse put something else in there.
Like that's the night
And
she
that's
came
why you
in
really-
hungover.
That's the night. That's why you
We
really passed
vilified
out.
this nurse. I feel bad for her.
You thought it was 2 seconds.
Fuck.
It was like 3 days.
I'm gonna wake up fucking tied up in a basement with the DirecTV help channel playing.
Oh my god.
So
I think I'm on par. I'm on par. I think I'm on board with you.
on fleek.
Like,
No!
There are a lot of people, like, if we had this conversation with most people, I think the common bit of advice that would be given to each other and to our 3 listeners
Hi, Mom!
would be that you need to face the fear and, like, you know, face it down and over again until you've overcome the fear and it's no longer controlling any part of your life. But no, I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to accept that I have certain fears. I can get over them as much as I absolutely need to, but they're just going to be a part of who I am forever.
That's where I am. I'll get over it because I gotta get a TV shot because
Right.
I need them fucking paychecks. But other than that, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
If I don't need a shot, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got enough stress in my life from enough other sources. I don't need to try to drive myself into an early grave.
That's something I'm afraid of. Death.
No.
Terrifying.
No. You
Yes.
can't just introduce new fears.
I'm just saying.
We're wrapping up.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified of dying.
Wrapped up. It's got a bow on it. Done.
Jesus Christ. So, do you have any final thoughts on Irrational Fears?
I think it's just best to deal with them the best way that you can and avoid what you're afraid of at all costs unless you have to.
So, we've established that we are a group of cowards. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, but we're callous cowards.
Yeah.
We've been through it, but we're still afraid.
Yeah. We're speaking from a place of experience.
Holy shit. I just want to go into pop culture.
Pop culture.
The only thing I want to talk about is movies because fuck books. And you guys don't like the music I like. I know, right?
Okay, well, that's not 100% true.
I'm so excited for all the movies that are coming out. This is my dream 4 years of movies. It's all superheroes.
It's not,
And then like some other shit.
there's a whole bunch of Disney movies that are coming out too, which I'm pretty excited about. Like Frozen 2 is a docket. Moana, the Polynesian princess, with the god Maui to guide her, and The Rock is going to be the god Maui, which I think is going to be funny.
He's gonna be Black Adam too.
Yeah. What else? Pete's Dragon, which nobody but me seems to be excited about.
I'm actually really excited for that.
The
want that to
Jungle
be
Book,
real.
because Christopher Walken is King Louis.
They've got a bunch of people in that movie. Like the voice acting talent in the Jungle Book is stupid good.
Yeah, like Bill Murray.
Stupid. The fact that Bill Murray agreed to do it, you're like, this is gonna be good.
Bill Murray is Baloo. Like,
So it's gonna be good.
and then Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson as Belle should be coming out.
So
And like my heart skipped like 1,000 beats when they were like, Emma Watson's gonna be Belle, and I was like, Hermione and Disney and Belle, everything is coming together.
Yeah, she's one of those people that, like, crosses over every fandom into, like, the same universe in her head
it's
canon.
all the same thing. All the same thing. What is it? Oh, we're watching.
what about that Wallflowers movie?
Yeah, I was like Hermione Granger. No, Bling Ring. Bling Ring is where I was yelling at her because she was all hoochie mama, and I was like, oh goodness.
I've never seen that, but now I kind of want to.
Daniel Radcliffe with his dog walking. Harry Potter, do something with your life.
Have you seen Horns?
Yes,
with
I
Daniel
love
Radcliffe? It's
horns.
pretty good. It's better than I was expecting.
I liked it. I didn't think it was spectacular, but
It was pretty good, though.
entertaining.
I mean, like,
yeah.
it would... I think, unless you're just a huge Daniel Radcliffe fan,
Yeah.
it's... You go in with low expectations because you don't know him as an actor. Because that fucking lady in the black dress or whatever...
I liked Woman in Black.
I hated it. I thought it was shit.
It scared the crap out of him. Like when the monkey started banging
It's not fucking hard to scare the crap out of me, though.
No, he jump scares really easy.
The sequel was super garbage.
I didn't see it.
It's garbage. Take my word.
And like now he's got that farting corpse movie that did really well at like the Sundance Film Festival, where basically he just plays a corpse that farts, and like this guy's on a deserted island and tries to use like the farting corpse to get back to like home. And Daniel's the farting corpse. I don't know what the hell's happening.
Huh.
I don't like independent movie making anymore, I think.
He was in Swiggity Swooty, John Cena's Booty, that movie.
The
Trainwreck?
Yeah.
Trainwreck, yeah.
Swiggity Swooty, John Cena's Booty. That's what that movie's called.
Oh, yeah. He was like, it was super meta. Like, he was in
a movie. Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
And everybody, like, praises Amy Schumer, whatever the hell her name is. And, like, I don't think she's that funny. And everybody talks about how pretty she is, and I don't think she's that pretty.
No, people are like, she's naturally beautiful. That's what they go for. She's curvy and beautiful.
Like, you know who's curvy and beautiful? Jennifer Lawrence, okay? Like, Jennifer Lawrence.
Hold on, real quick. I'm trying to think if we're talking about the same Jennifer Lawrence here, because in my mind, this is mostly the shape of her body.
No, she got a booty.
I mean, I've seen her naked. I'm going to be real. I was there for the fappening. I've seen pretty well every angle of her, and if she's looking straight on at you, I'm doing a straight up and down hands motion.
Right, but like...
Oh my god.
A lot of times you can't tell if a girl is curvy until she turns to the side, because...
Okay, but
our curves are in the front and in the back.
That's... By the way, don't cut this out because...
I'm cutting this out.
No, because this is a legitimate conversation.
It's not, though.
Dude. It was like 3/4 of the internet when it happened. And she got caught up in the most of it because she's very gracious with her selfies.
And then she just owned it. It was like, whatevs.
Yeah, right. She doesn't give a shit, so why should you? I'm not saying that she's not attractive. She's a very beautiful woman, but... Like, if she looks straight on at you, she looks like
I mean, she's
fucking
fit.
tree trunk.
She's fit because she does those movies where she has to be fit. But, like, she also doesn't let Hollywood dictate, that she needs to lose 1 billion pounds and stuff like that.
But my thing is, I think curvy is more defined. Any angle you look at, there is a curve.
Well, I mean...
I think... Jennifer Lawrence is probably curvy from the side. But I'm talking like
hips?
This isn't like sexist or anything. Beauty is subjective.
Well, that's ultimately my fucking point.
And there's different body types. I mean, like, and like curvy would be more like hourglass shape.
Curvy is hourglass. It is definable. It is not subjective.
I mean, I guess everybody has different body types, but the point is like, why does it matter? Like, you could say Schumer she's got a natural beauty or whatever, and that's kind of dumb, but it's dumb because everybody's got a fucking natural beauty. Everybody has their own take on what is beautiful or what is sexy, and like, there shouldn't be any kind of standard. I don't even, like, when I really think about it, I can't find any kind of standard. The only thing that is standardized is like advertisements that you see in magazines or on billboards, right? Which don't really have as much of an effect on our lives as a lot of people want to think that they do.
Right, and half of the time that's photoshopped anyway.
Well, no, that's exactly it. They're unrealistic standards.
Yeah.
Most of us know that.
Yeah, we've come to the point where we know that's not real, so it's not even attractive anymore.
Yeah. Of course, some people have strange taste. Like, Some people
Oh my
think
god.
that Betty White is the hottest thing
Well, yep, that's true.
in the entire world.
She's fucking hot, dude. I don't care.
Like, if Betty White showed up, he'd throw me out. He'd be like, I gotta bang Betty White, get out.
Tell me you wouldn't.
Listen, while this tie's on the doorknob, you
Tell
can't
me
come
either
in.
one of you wouldn't. I mean, it's Betty White.
Okay, I mean, sure.
Exactly.
Look,
Then you
Who
can
won
get that
this
on your
argument? I won
resume,
this
and you'd be like, somebody would be like, hey, what'd you do today? I banged Betty White. What'd you do?
Betty White is attractive in the sense that she came from a time when you would say, that's a handsome woman. Like, she's super hot when she's young, and I just don't forget about that because she's super awesome now that she's old.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Like that Deadpool.
yeah, her saying that Deadpool's a good movie, I'm just like, I would go see that with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
God
Was
damn it. It's another part of subjective.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just like, he thinks Sandra Bullock is good looking, but I don't agree.
But just because I have my definition of curvy doesn't mean I agree that makes Amy Schumer attractive.
Right.
Right. So definitely not to me, but that, I mean, like, I don't
I think she's got
think
like
less of her
a
because
good
of that.
quality in her eyes. Like I think somewhere around there's attractiveness, but like her body doesn't.
I just remember
Do much
it
for
going
me.
crazy all over the internet because she did like mostly naked pictures and stuff, and everybody's like, look at how amazing this is. And
gives
I'm
a
like,
Who gives a shit?
I'm
I
like, curvy girls and chunky girls take half naked pictures all the time. It's not
here's
new.
the thing. She's a comedian and an actress, and she's, in my opinion, not good at either one. So, like, I don't really care. It's got nothing to do with her natural beauty or whatever the fuck. I just don't care. Like,
Yeah.
It's because you don't think she's particularly funny.
Yeah.
You don't think she's particularly beautiful. Like,
I mean,
she just those.
She might be to some people, and that's fine. It's just
But
not
because
my
beauty's
cup of tea.
subjective,
Right.
it's not your thing. That's fine.
Unless you don't find Betty White attractive, and then there's something wrong with you.
Agreed. I think we can all agree on that.
That's a universal thing.
Universal truth.
So the potato miners would mine the shit out of Betty White. We can get deep in that crevice.
Ew.
This is getting weird.
Yeah.
Don't say ew. We're going there. Deep in Betty White's vagina.
No. No.
I'll hop inboard. Yes, yes. No. Worth it. Okay. There's a guy I work with who I will call Indiana Jones
All right.
because of his trench coat and hat. And I'd imagine anyone I work with, if they've made it this far into the podcast, will be laughing their fucking heads off. He watches Golden Girls and Judge Judy and nothing else. And he works on this non-fiction book. Like, it's something about history and philosophy, and that's all I know.
As divined from the Golden Girls and Judge Judy.
No, it's not.
I read that shit.
It's not based off of their perspective.
Like,
Could you
he
imagine
just-
that?
life lessons
Think about it
from
for
the
a minute.
Golden Girls.
And Judge fucking Judy.
Yeah.
Can you
No.
imagine Judge Judy living in the Golden Girls' house?
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh, God.
like they didn't go to Golden Palace. They just got a new roommate, and it was Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop.
Okay.
I don't have that in me. But what I'm getting at is he watches those two shows while he writes this book, and no one has seen the book. I'm positive he's been working on it since I started. It's gonna print out and be like fucking War and Peace, like just so. You know, that was me imitating dropping a book on a table.
I mean, like, once it goes to an editor,
Okay.
they're gonna
calm
be
down.
like, hey, no.
I And I sincerely hope he gets this published because God knows he's been working diligently on it.
That's cool. It's hard to maintain motivation.
But he's kind of a creep.
Is he going to be listening to this?
No, not at all.
It's cool. Talk about it.
So, like, he's a big Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and whenever he's not working on his book and watching Golden Girls or Judge Judy,
yeah,
he's making these, like, Christian memes that say uplifting Christian shit.
Okay.
Like, when hell's getting too hot, turn on the prayer conditioning.
Damn, son.
I know,
Why
right?
does he work there?
Hit
He
you
could be
hard with that shit.
millions of dollars.
What's that Christian Hallmark store? It's not Hallmark, but like we have
Trinity?
one. Yeah, the Trinity stores. He could be working there, making posters.
Yeah.
And knickknacks. Stop writing that book, son.
For fucking real.
Maybe that's
gold.
all the book is.
That's fucking gold. The prayer condition.
I know, right?
That's gold.
I saw that and I was like, I almost got saved.
Right? I think I might be converted right now. Holy shit.
You went from Jew to atheist to Christian.
Prayer conditioning. He's even got a double meaning.
Yeah,
That's the best. That's the best.
How-
Tell him I said that's the best.
How fucking clever is that?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. And then he had another one with, like, Israel, like... It was some pun with Israel and we stand with, like... It was something like, the nation I stand with, Israel.
Holy crap.
Pun work on point!
Fucking Jesus. That's amazing. I feel like I've just been carpet bombed with words.
That was fucking intense! Yes! Oh my god, that carpet bomb joke was fucking...
I'm sorry.
God damn! This isn't even pop culture!
Oh, fuck.
Y'all two are gonna get us killed.
We need Jesus.
I'll pray for you. To Odin.
Oh.
Oh, then you praying to the wrong god. Oh, he's got me on it! Oh, man, I almost said his name a second ago.
Yeah.
Let's just do a goodbye and...
Okay.
So long.
So long.
Farewell.
to
Avita,
you,
say
my
goodbye.
friend. Nope, that's not where I went. I went out of the box.
Oh. I was going with Sound of Music.
Goodbye for now until we meet again.
Out of the box. Out of the box.
What was it they used to play at the end of the day at Hastings?
Happy Trails.
to
Yeah.
you.
Goddamn.
That shit is awful.
You go to do the end of the Sharon, Lois, and Bram Elephant Show. Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. I love you. That's how we're gonna
in the morning
and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. I love you.
And that's how the podcast died.
Good thing it's not going in there. You know, copy bottle hunt us down.
Yeah.
So today on the Potato Miners, we talked about beyond irrational fears and how we feel about them, basically saying that we are cowards, that we will face whatever fears we have to, but we'll still be scared later because we're not going to overcome our fears. We also talked about creepy people we work with
And music.
and Christian memes and how punny they are. If by some stretch of the imagination you liked what we did, whatever media you found us on, show some love on it by liking, subscribing, sharing us on social media as well. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe, I don't know, I'm self-conscious.
Tell your mom about us. You know.
Tell your mom. That's a Mark Wahlberg.
Tell Betty White.
Tell your
Hashtag
mom.
Betty White.
Hashtag, yeah. Share us with the hashtag Betty White. God damn.
That fell apart.
I think that hashtag Betty White should be a thing.
Share us with the hashtag Betty White. I want that now.
Yeah. Potato Miners, hashtag Betty White.
Potato Miners Podcast. Hashtag Betty White.
Potato mining Betty White.
Share us with the hashtag Potato Mining Betty White. For the Potato Miners, I'm ThirdxTrick.
I'm Sunshine.
And I'm Quantum.
Later, losers.